Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is Noman from Arakan Times Rohingya English News. Today, 23 November 2023, you are watching weekly Rohingya news in English. Today news headlines. Rohingya Solidarity Organization RSO plan to join with Arakan Army, a terrorist group. 200 Rohingya refugees arrived in Indonesia as weekly arrival passed 1,000. Bangladesh accused of legitimizing Myanmar military. Over 200 Myanmar military killed in 10-day battles in Myanmar. Today news details. Rohingya Solidarity Organization RSO plan to join with Rakhine extremists so-called Arakan Army, a terrorist group. A leaked information reports that Rohingya Solidarity Organization RSO is trying to enter to Arakan to join with Rakhine extremists so-called Arakan Army, a terrorist group that is responsible for the Rohingya genocide. Ordinary Rohingyas are concerned about RSO gang group plan to join with Arakan Army, a terrorist group. Rohingya community leaders requested to the remaining Rohingya Muslims in Arakan not to support any terrorist group such as RSO, AA, Nobusan Munna group. The RSO gang group, which is involved in various criminal activities in the Rohingya refugee camp of Bangladesh, including killing, torturing Rohingya refugees. Now they are planning to collaborate with a terrorist group against the Rohingya Muslims in Arakan state. Indonesian authority announced that about 200 Rohingya who left Arakan state and refugee camp in Kosbala district arrived at Pidi beach in the northernmost Aceh province on November 14 after floating in the sea for several days. Around 200 Rohingya refugees arrived in Indonesia westernmost province by sea overnight, the United Nations Refugee Agency said, taking and totals arrivals in the last week to more than 1,000 members of the persecuted Myanmar minority. Thousands of the Rohingya Muslims rise their life each year on long and expensive sea journeys, often in flimsy boats to try to reach Malaysia or Indonesia. Rohingya refugees who are in Bangladesh are under torture of some authority and some criminal groups such as Mona and RSO terrorist group. Bangladesh accused of legitimizing Myanmar military. The first anniversary of the joint military operation by the Bangladesh and Myanmar militaries in the Nomaland Rohingya encampment near the Konapara border area passed on November 14. Without barely mention, this milestone has ignited scrutiny over the extent of military cooperation between the two countries. Anna Mao, the spokesperson at watchdog group Justice for Myanmar, has strongly criticized Dhaka's close cooperation with NATO. Myanmar military is a criminal organization involved in side crimes against humanity with total impunity. Continuing to engage and cooperate with this genocidal military, Bangladesh is awarding it with legitimacy and providing support that only emboldens it to continue to commit atrocity against the people of Vietnam. 55-page leaked memo published last January shed light of this cooperation. From Myanmar's Central Committee for Counter-Terrorism details coordinated effort to neutralize the Arakan Rohingya Salvation Army (ARSA), including a significant action by Bangladesh forces in November. Revelations raise questions about the broader implications of such military collaboration in the context of the ongoing crisis in Myanmar. November 2022 incident, which resulted in the death of a Directorate General of Host intelligence DGFI officer, tourist to a Rapid Action Battalion's RAP official, and the tragic death of a Sajida Begum, a Rohingya teenage mother, was initially reported as confrontation with drug smugglers. Despite promise of an investigation by the Bangladesh Home Minister Asaduzzaman Khan, no conclusive report has been made public, leaving many questions unanswered. This lack of clarity has only added to the growing unease among the Rohingya community and international observers. In what seemed to be a response to the unresolved November incident, the situation escalated on January 18. The Bangladesh government reportedly deployed force to clear the normal land area of Arsa presence. The involvement of the Rohingya Solidarity Organization (RSO) in this operation, believed to have been supported by the Bangladesh authorities, further highlights the complexities of the Rohingya crisis and raises questions about long-term strategy for peace and stability in the region. The international legal implications of these actions are significant. Mike Bencher, a former lawyer at International Court of Justice (ICJ), suggests that the ongoing ICJ investigation, which is subject to limitation, might encompass these incidents if they are sufficiently linked to the situation that triggered the investigation. Furthermore, the independent investigation mechanism for Myanmar IAMM could also consider these events within its mandate if they involve serious international crimes originating in Myanmar. Bencher also raised concerns that the increased military coordination between the Myanmar and Bangladesh militaries could lead to Dhaka prioritizing its security and economic interests over the conditions necessary for a safe and dignified return of Rohingya to Myanmar. A former Rohingya refugee who resided in Namaland during the attacks reflected on the events that took place in November 2020 that they brought us immense suffering. Some of us were jailed, others abducted, our belongings destroyed, and some our lives were lost. We had chosen to stay in Nomaland, close to Myanmar, not to burden Bangladesh. That was our hope. Now, even that has been taken away from us, a Rohingya reported. More than 200 Myanmar troops have been killed in 10 days of clash since the launch of Operation Popol One, a resistance offensive to rout out the junta troops in the whole country capitals, Allied resistance said. The junta troops have suffered heavier casualties than Allied resistance force in the battle for Koki. Kyrene National Defense Force (KNDF) chairman Kambuda told the Iraudi on Thursday. Thank you very much for watching Arakan Time Rohingya News. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.